Medicine is lonely. In this video, I want to just talk about the loneliness that people in the medical profession feel, whether they're in relationships or not. I thought by this time I would have a kid and maybe potentially even having another kid. Like, that was my ideal timeline. That didn't work out. Hi guys, my name is Dr. Mursi. Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited for you to be here. I was really inspired to do this because I don't think in medicine we talk about the loneliness. First of all, who's gonna talk about it, right? Because you are so busy or you have been arranged married. It's just the conversation that I haven't seen enough. I hope that you find something good in this video. Know that you're not alone. I am on other social media platforms. Go ahead and check that out. And I do have a blog as well. Medicine is lonely. Going into the career path of becoming a physician is very lonely. I mean, even getting to medical school, you have to be really on top of things. You have to make sure your GPA is great, you're doing volunteer work, you are studying for MCATs. It's very draining, and you see other students that have a life, and you're always in competition from the very beginning as a pre-med to then once you get into med school, especially if you're striving to be in a specialty that's very, very competitive. And some places it can get really toxic, and so as a med student you're always on guard. You're always trying to be better than the people around you. You're constantly trying to prove yourself to be worthy. My career was very, very important. Try to be something for myself, and that was being a physician. You're aiming for something that really matters to you. At least that's the way I look at it. That in itself was so scary because I didn't know if I could make it. It was just literally trying to make it through the next exam and getting to the next semester, and so it was very stressful, and it becomes so lonely. You don't really have someone to kind of go home to. You just don't have your person. You may have best friends, you may have like your family that loves you and cares for you and that's there for you, but it's just not the same. And even when you do meet someone, it is really hard to find someone that kind of understands you and your timeline. You're studying all the time. You have all these exams to prep for, and if that person doesn't understand that and respect that, then that essentially breaks the relationship. And there's nothing wrong with the other person wanting your attention. You can't give that, especially not during med school and residency. And in some specialties, even after that, I can't remember the loneliness until I hit residency. I think now that I'm looking back that maybe while I was lonely, I didn't feel it all the time because my focus was just making it through medical school, if that makes sense. Residency, I think that's when I really felt lonely. I was so ready to be in a relationship. I would cry a lot about why I wasn't finding the one, and I questioned that a lot, like whether I would ever find someone. I remember sitting like actually on my couch, and I was really lonely a lot of the nights coming back from a really long day of intern year. As a female who's in the medical career path, you still have a biological clock. For those that are interested in having a family and getting pregnant and having kids, it becomes even scarier to not be able to find the one on time enough to then have your own biological family, and then the stress of having a late pregnancy and the complications that come with that. It's such a real thing. I thought by this time, so I'm a third year resident, I thought by this time I would have a kid and maybe potentially even having another kid. Like, that was my ideal timeline. That didn't work out. Oh my gosh. I'm just enjoying the moment and life and my career, and just taking it one day at a time. And I hope that wherever you are in your life, to take and enjoy this moment as you find what you're looking for. Yeah, and yeah, all right. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave a comment below, and if you want any more on this topic. I'll see you guys.